Hey, what's going on? We're back again in my garage for another project. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love my Gator Waders. But my problem is, how do I hold them up while I clean them? I'm trying to figure it out. You can see them now back here on my Renegade. A little dusty, a little dirty, so I gotta get them cleaned up before our next ride, before we roll out. So, I got some parts here, I got some ideas, and hopefully it'll come all together and make me a nice stand, and if I do it right, a way to dry them out on the inside a little bit. So you guys stay tuned, hang in there with me as we go through this project. Time for an adventure. Alright guys, so here are my parts. So what you see first are three 10-foot sections of 2-inch PVC. Then I have some 2-inch caps, some 2-inch 45s, 90s. We got 5 T's, and yes, a hair dryer. Hair dryer is not for my hair. It's hopefully to get some warm air flowing through these Gator Waders and dry them out for me before I stick my feet back in them. So here's the project parts and materials. Like I said, I picked them up at my local hardware store. The hair dryer came from my local Walmart. So we're gonna lay the Gator Waders down on top of this bad boy, get some dimensions, some measurements, and see how tall to make this stand I wanna make. So let's get moving on that with the tape measure. All right, so I got the Gator Waders laid out, and what's gonna happen is I put the 45 on the end, and this is going to go inside of the Gator Wader, up the leg, into the boot is the plan. So we'll slide that up in there till we hit the boot, and we'll come down here to get a measurement on how long that needs to be. So if I take my Sharpie, and let's say we're going to go about right about here, and then I'll pull that back out and grab the tape measure, because there'll be 2 portions for the legs. So what we'll do is pull that back out. Lay that down. There's my mark. And what we'll do is get a measurement on that, and that'll tell me how tall it'll need to be before we start cutting this 10-foot piece of PVC. So let's get that tape measure and see where we are. Alright, so I'll pull that 45 off the end and just get an accurate measurement of the actual piece of pipe. The tape measure has me to my mark at right around 59 inches. So I'm gonna go with an even 60 inches, right at 5 feet. Cut 2 pieces for the legs, and that'll be our first start. So let's get trying that first and see how that turns out. All right, so we got the piece of PVC in the vise on the table. And now we're looking for our 5-foot mark. And there she is. So I'm gonna grab my Sharpie. And we'll come in here for the 5-footer. Alright, let's try that. So don't forget your safety glasses. Got my saw. We're gonna give this a shot. Give it a shot, what you think? So let's go and try to cut this, get this down to 5 feet and see what we get. I got the piece cut at 5 feet, and believe it or not, being that it was a 10-foot piece, when I cut one at 5 foot, it left another one at 5 foot. That actually worked out. So I put the 45s back on, and these will go into the foot portion of the waders. These come down for the stands. So what we'll do is slide those in the waders. I want to put in a cross support somewhere in here, and you'll kind of see once I stand it up to understand what I'm saying. But I want to put in a cross member with a couple of T's just so I know it's nice and sturdy. So let's take these back over to the waders and see what the measurement is for that. All right, thanks. We just slid those two 5-foot sections with the 45s back inside the waders. As you can see, they're a good length. It looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is roll back here, kind of peel it back and see where I can go with a cross support right here. So like I said, give me a little more sturdy. I may bring it up a little bit higher and get it up in this general area right here, but I'm gonna take a measurement there so I can cut these, throw in the other T's, figure out how wide I want it, and at the end of it all, this thing should stand up. Maybe. So here goes nothing. Let's get that measurement and keep going. All right, so we got that measurement, and it looks like it'd be good right around 3 feet. So we can go right about there with it. We'll cut both of these at 3 feet, put in a T, and then that T will get a cross member, which should go right below the crotch of the waders. So let's get that cut done, and I'll get right back. All right, I'm getting excited, but this is what we end up with. So the feet go here, come down the legs, the crotch of the waders be right around here. This will be a cross member to help with support. And these will come down here and we'll make a stand. So far so good. I need to get this cross dimension here to figure out how wide to make it so it'll spread the waders so I can get a good cleaning all throughout. So I'm gonna go slide these back in the waders and see where we are. We got that measurement right across that area, and it's gonna be right around 16 inches. So we'll come right in here and mark that 16-inch mark. Cut that, and that should give us our cross member to give us some good support. All right, so here's what we have. Those are the waders with the cross member hooked in. Let's see if I can show you a picture of that. There it is. So that's the cross member going across with the waders hanging 45 degrees in the foot. So the next thing we'll do is start to build the stand. Coming along nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that and figuring out how much support I need to let this thing stand up straight. All right. So here go the feet. So I'll show you a close up. So this piece here, I measured it out to 15 inches. So I did 4 pieces at 15 inches. Those slid into T's that came straight down. I put the little end caps on the rear feet. Then the front feet, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop in a T in the dead center, right about there. And that'll come up with another piece of PVC that we'll put the hair dryer in, and hopefully it'll pressurize it enough to blow the air out of the top and dry it out. So I'm gonna get a measurement from here to here for both sides, and that'll give us the front section to close it all off and finish off the feet, the foundation, the base, whatever you want to call it, but that's the plan. So we're going to keep cutting. 7 inches I think was my rough guess, so we'll see how close I am, and we'll start sliding it together and testing it out. We got those 2 pieces cut. They end up being 6.5 inches each. Put the T in, and we came straight up with a piece of pipe And what we'll do right here is drop in the hair dryer. So what we'll see is if the hair dryer here blows enough air to get it out of the top. So let me grab that hair dryer, set it up there, and fire it off. We got the hair dryer in place. That's why I chose 2-inch PVC, because the hair dryer slides right down in the hole, gives a nice tight fit. And I stole some of my daughter's little pink ribbon, so don't talk about me, to make sure we get some air blowing. So let's go ahead and cut this on. And what do you know? We got some air moving. Oh yeah. Off. Boom. Off. That's low. Off. Boom. Nice. All right. Let's cut this down so you can hear me. So here is my waiter stand, all completed, with a little dryer set up. So I'm gonna put them on here, wash them, dry them, and get them ready for the next ride. So I'll let you know if my toesy woesies are dry when I slide them back in these boots. They're normally dry, but you know, you just wanna dry them out as good as you can. So anyway, this is what we did. This is what we made, and more to come. I'm gonna do a little wash video and I'll show you that as well. So thanks a lot for watching. This is a waiter stand made by yours truly, and surprisingly, it worked. All right, thanks for watching. Marcus, Off the Porch Adventures, we're out.